1, 2, 3, 4.
Tiny home, tiny home, tiny home.
Big Langhorn, tiny home, tiny home, tiny home.
Hey, this is Chris here. First episode, Tiny Homes PA. We have a 10 by 14 shed, and what we're going to be doing is converting it into a tiny home. I wanted to find a used shed. We have a local shed dealer, and I would check in on them every once in a while, and they got one that I liked, 10 by 14, so it's a decent size. It's 140 square feet, not too bad. We purchased that for about $400. What we're going to be doing is we're going to take off the front double doors, which you see on every shed, and we're going to take off the whole right side. So that'll give us space for a window and a single door, which is more home-like than a double door of a shed. We're going to raise half of the roof, so 7 feet will be a complete angle where we're going to be putting solar panels, and then the rest of it, the other 7 feet, we'll keep as the regular shape of the roof, and we'll be adding a metal roof to it, siding, the whole 9 yards. This is the inside of the shed. Take a look around. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a regular shed. I took the one side of the roof off. I still got a small bit to go, but I'll probably save it for tomorrow. What we're going to be doing is raising the roof. One half of the roof is going to be straight up from start to finish. One side to the other is going to be a complete triangle, giving us windows at the top, and that's going to give us room for our loft. And this side will stay with the normal roof. So we're going to have the 14-foot wide shed, so we're going to have 7 feet on one side, 7 feet on the other. The side where the loft is going to go over here, I'm going to be doing the countertop with the kitchenette, and the bathroom will be over in this corner where the ladder is standing right now. I've put some marks on the floor. I've spray painted where I believe it's going to go. I'll probably change that like 10 or 20 times before I actually make a commitment and start building it. But I think as far as what I drew out in my plans, that looks like the best way to go, because we're going to have a staircase here with a small platform that goes up to the loft bed, which will be in that spot there. So it's been about a week. I got everything on the punch list done. The shed's looking a lot less like a shed and a lot more like a tiny home. Let's go check it out. Alright, well, as you can see, I put the framing of the bathroom and the bed loft in. The bed is about 6.5 feet high off the ground, and I put a staircase more than a ladder. I'm going to have handles on the sides or railings.
Oh, I don't like the steps. It's like a ladder on an angle. The steps need to be wider for the feet. I don't like the way Chris did the stairs. It's kind of like a ladder on an angle. I don't like ladders. And I know he doesn't like ladders either, but I think like the steps need to be more wider so that your feet can actually fit on them and you won't fall through them. And what if like an older person stays here, or someone who has vertigo, or they're gonna fall through them steps? Maybe it'll be better when he has like the railings on it and the storage. We'll wait and see.
You know what, Carmela is absolutely right. I tend to be a little bit more adventurous than everybody else. People will have to be comfortable to be able to walk up the ladder stairs. I did want to do something that was more like steps than a ladder, which they are, but I do agree that they're too shallow. Your whole foot does not sit on it, so it does feel like a ladder. So we will make them more like steps. I will make them more like steps, and we will be adding a railing in. The bathroom is right underneath. The entrance of our bathroom will be right in the middle. On the right side, we'll be putting the electric toilet, and on the left side, I'll be putting a shower in, so there will be a fully functioning bathroom in here. We got to the ceiling. I've raised the ceiling up and cut away half of it. Like I said, I'm only doing half of the ceiling in here. That'll be with windows along the side. I guess it's kind of like a half dormer or some type of style dormer. I don't know all the professional lingo, of course, but there'll be 2 windows up there, and I still have one piece to put on up top before I cut off the excess wood along the edges of the roof. Keeping with my wanting to recycle the wood that has come off the shed or from other places, not to be cheap, I could go out and buy the wood, but I hate to waste. So I'm cutting pieces of what's left from other areas to finish off the roof. Well, you can see where I've raised the roof. We're up on top of it right now, and you can see where the shingles from the old roof were to where they meet the extension. I'm going to be putting the black roofing tar paper there, and that will be in between the wood and the metal roofing that I'm going to install, which will obviously make it all look like the same roof. This looks like crap obviously right now. And these pieces up top here are going to be trimmed down. I had already marked all of my spots, and I'll be cutting off the excess, and that'll actually get capped on the side, and that'll create our roof line up on top. There'll be a slight overhang, which is nice and stops water from coming into the windows, and I guess that's it.